CO Cannon here from Fiction Atlas Press, bringing you another Indie Connection. Today I'd like to tell you about some indie books that you might enjoy if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, and that is The Walking Dead comics, the novelizations, or the really popular show and all of its spinoffs.
The first book I have for you is called Dead Break by George Sanchez. Cities are in ruins, supplies are scarce, and brains are on the menu. To survive, Jeremiah will need his wits, a little bit of luck, and lots of ammo. Before Dead Break, the day 3 years ago when the dead rose from their graves, the idea of spending my days outrunning animated corpses and contemplating how to properly season rodents wasn't exactly on my radar. But here we are. The world has turned upside down, and I've had to learn new skills. Archery, looting, melee combat against bandits, and the occasional cannibal. Most of the meaningful conversations I have are with my dog. Don't judge. It beats chatting up your neighbor when he's missing his tongue, and cerebellum is his staple food. Somehow, through a combination of blind luck and a strong desire to give the zombie apocalypse the finger, I've survived this long. My goal is to make it to the Pacific Coast, find my daughter, and create some semblance of a new life. Minus that middle finger. Pretty sure someone's eaten it by now. The second book I have for you is called Zombie Theorem by James Wallace. Dan, a middle manager working in San Francisco, is thrust into a fight for his life. He must overcome who he is and learn to fight for his life and lead those around him. While surviving, he finds the real reason for the zombie outbreak and is pulled into a whole new fight. This time against a shadowy power calling themselves the Culling Initiative. The third book I have for you is called Dead South by Zach Bohannon. The dead can't bury the truth. 3 years after an incurable virus spread and turned a majority of the population into mindless and cannibalistic creatures, the world is a barren place. Society is broken, and most who remain have banded together in small camps and communities. John South is not like most other survivors. After losing his wife and son nearly 2 years into the pandemic, John now wanders the country roads and woods of rural Tennessee, a vigilante taking his revenge on the undead monsters that took his family from him. He lives in solitary, and with nothing more to live for, he plans to die alone, sooner rather than later. But after coming to the aid of a pair of strangers out in the woods being attacked by men, John learns that he might have been fighting the wrong monsters the entire time. And the last book I have for you is called Capital Falling by Lance Winkless. As black smoke rises, order disintegrates. Former SAS soldier Andy Richards is no stranger to horrors, but no training could ever have prepared him for the nightmare unfolding at home. While a viral epidemic hammers London, Andy finds himself trapped in the epicenter, forced to protect his family. Together with his young daughter, he leads a small group of survivors toward latent refuge, all the while searching for his missing son and infantrymen. This is the ultimate game of survival. With those infected displaying brutal, inhuman behavior and caught up in a climate of martial law, no one can be trusted. Old connections may help to unravel this mystery virus, but the resultant hellscape means Andy and his group meet danger at every turn. Stakes are high, and failing means a fate worse than death.
Okay, that's all for me this week. I'll see you next week on the Indie Connection. Bye!